5 rules to become your best self. Hello, everyone. I stand before you today not as someone who has all the answers, but as someone who has walked the path of self-discovery, growth, and relentless pursuit of greatness. Life isn't about waiting for opportunities. It's about creating them, embracing challenges, and evolving into the best version of ourselves. Let me tell you, there is no one-size-fits-all formula for becoming your best self, but there are key principles that can guide you on this journey. Let's break down these 5 rules that have shaped not only my life, but countless others who dare to dream bigger and live older. 1. Embrace your authenticity. The first rule is to embrace who you truly are. In a world that often tries to mold us into someone we're not, staying true to yourself is the most powerful act of rebellion. The key to becoming your best self lies in accepting your strengths and weaknesses, your quirks and imperfections. Authenticity isn't something you find, it's something you create. When you own your uniqueness, you become unstoppable. 2. Fearlessness is your superpower. Rule number 2, fearlessness. Let's face it, fear will always be there. It's a part of the journey. But what makes a difference is whether we let it control us or whether we rise above it. Fear is not a sign to turn back, it's a sign to move forward. Your dreams are worth the risk. So take bold steps, step out of your comfort zone, and trust that every challenge is making you stronger. 3. Never stop learning. The third rule is never stop learning. Growth isn't about what you know today, but how much you are willing to learn and evolve. Knowledge is limitless, and so is your potential. Stay curious, seek wisdom, and be open to new experiences. The moment you stop growing is the moment you start dying inside. Invest in yourself. Your mind is your greatest asset. 4. Take ownership of your life. The fourth rule is own your journey. You are responsible for your own happiness, success, and setbacks. No one else is coming to save you. When you take full ownership of your actions, decisions, and the outcomes they bring, you create a life of empowerment. Accountability leads to liberation. Be in charge of your own narrative and watch your life transform. 5. Believe in your dreams. And the fifth and final rule, believe in your dreams. Your dreams are not too big or too small. They are the guiding stars that will lead you forward. Trust them, nurture them, and never let go. It doesn't matter if others doubt you. What matters is if you believe in yourself. When you believe, miracles happen. Authenticity is your superpower. Authenticity is not a trend, it's a lifestyle. The world may try to box you in, tell you how to think, act, or live. But the truth is, your authenticity is what makes you extraordinary. It's the voice inside you that refuses to conform, that yearns to be heard. Trust it. Think about it. When you walk into a room, what do people notice first? It's not just your appearance or your words, it's your energy. That energy comes from being unapologetically yourself. When you embrace your true self, you radiate confidence, and that confidence becomes magnetic. But authenticity isn't always easy. It takes courage to stand apart from the crowd, to say, this is who I am, take it or leave it. It's tempting to blend in, to follow the path others have laid out for you. But what's the point of living someone else's life when you have the power to create your own? You don't need anyone's permission to be yourself. The only validation you need comes from within. The world will always have opinions about you, but their opinions are none of your business. What matters is how you see yourself. Authenticity is not about perfection, it's about being real. It's about owning your flaws and celebrating your strengths. It's about showing up even when you feel vulnerable and saying, this is me and I'm proud of it. When you're authentic, you attract the right people and opportunities into your life. You don't have to chase them because they're drawn to your truth. The more you lean into who you are, the more the world aligns to support you. Your authenticity is a gift not just to yourself, but to everyone around you. When you dare to be yourself, you inspire others to do the same. You become a beacon of hope, a reminder that it's okay to be different, to be bold, to be you. Authenticity also means honoring your values. It's about living in alignment with what matters most to you, even when it's inconvenient or unpopular. Your values are your compass, guiding you toward a life that feels meaningful and fulfilling. But let's not sugarcoat it. Being authentic can be challenging. There will be times when you feel misunderstood or judged. There will be moments when you question yourself. That's okay. It's all part of the journey. What's important is that you keep showing up. You keep choosing yourself even when it's hard. Because every time you do, you grow stronger, more resilient, and more confident in who you are. Authenticity isn't about shouting your truth from the rooftops. It's about living it quietly, consistently, and unapologetically. It's about walking into every situation with your head held high, knowing that you are enough just as you are. When you embrace your authenticity, you unlock your full potential. You stop holding yourself back, and you start stepping into the person you were always meant to be. You become a force to be reckoned with, unstoppable and unapologetic. So the next time you doubt yourself, remember this: you are your own superpower. The world doesn't need another copy, it needs you in all your raw, unfiltered glory. Embrace it, own it, live it. Because at the end of the day, authenticity isn't just a choice, it's a revolution. It's a declaration that you are here to live, love, and thrive on your own terms. And that, my friend, is what makes you truly extraordinary. Fearlessness transforms limitations into opportunities. Fearlessness isn't the absence of fear, it's the decision to move forward despite it. We all have moments when fear grips us, whispers doubts in our ears, and tells us to stop. But here's the truth: fear is not your enemy. It's a sign that you're on the brink of something extraordinary. Fear is your mind's way of trying to protect you, to keep you in your comfort zone. But comfort zones, while cozy, are not where growth happens. To evolve, you have to step outside the familiar and face the unknown. That's where fearlessness comes in. Being fearless doesn't mean you'll never feel scared. It means you feel the fear, acknowledge it, and choose to act anyway. It's about taking that leap of faith, trusting that the ground will rise to meet you. Fearlessness is not reckless, it's courageous. When you look at the most successful people in the world, they all have one thing in common: they didn't let fear hold them back. They embraced it, learned from it, and used it as fuel to push themselves further. You can do the same. Think of fear as a muscle you can train. Every time you face it head on, you strengthen your resilience. Every time you push through it, you prove to yourself that you're stronger than you thought. Fearlessness is a skill, and like any skill, it gets better with practice. Fear often comes from a place of self-doubt. What if I fail? What if I'm not good enough? But here's the thing: failure is not the opposite of success, it's a part of it. Every setback, every stumble, every so-called failure is a stepping stone to something greater. When you shift your perspective, you realize that fear is just an illusion. It's not a wall, it's a door. And on the other side of that door lies everything you've ever wanted, but you have to be brave enough to open it. Fearlessness also means being willing to stand alone if necessary. It means pursuing your dreams even when others don't understand them. It's about having the conviction to say, this is my path and I'm going to walk it no matter what. There's incredible power in taking risks. Every risk you take, every challenge you face, expands your limits and opens new possibilities. The more you embrace fearlessness, the more you realize that you are capable of far more than you ever imagined. Fearlessness is not about eliminating fear, it's about mastering it. It's about understanding that fear is a natural part of life, but refusing to let it dictate your choices. It's about living boldly, passionately, and unapologetically. When you embrace fearlessness, you give yourself permission to dream bigger, to aim higher, and to go after what truly matters to you. You stop settling for less and start demanding more from yourself and from life. But fearlessness doesn't just benefit you, it inspires others. When people see you facing your fears, it gives them the courage to face their own. You become a beacon of hope, a reminder that anything is possible when you're willing to take a chance. So the next time fear tries to hold you back, remember this: you are stronger than your fears. You have the power to rise above them, to turn them into stepping stones instead of stumbling blocks. Fearlessness is not something you're born with, it's something you choose. And every time you choose it, you take another step closer to becoming the best version of yourself. Because at the end of the day, fearlessness is not just an act, it's a mindset. It's a way of living that says, I will not let fear define me. I will define myself. Commit to lifelong learning. Lifelong learning isn't just about gaining knowledge, it's about evolving as a human being. The moment you think you know it all, you stop growing. Life is a classroom, and every day brings a new lesson. The question is, are you willing to learn? Learning is not confined to books or degrees, it's woven into the fabric of your everyday life. It's in the conversations you have, the challenges you face, and the mistakes you make. Every experience, whether triumphant or painful, has something to teach you if you're open to it. One of the most empowering things you can do is embrace curiosity. Ask questions, explore new ideas, challenge your assumptions. The world is vast, filled with endless opportunities to expand your mind and your horizons. Curiosity is the spark that keeps your inner fire burning. Lifelong learning requires humility. It's about acknowledging that you don't have all the answers and that it's okay not to. It's about seeking wisdom from others and being willing to change your perspective. True growth comes from being a student of life, no matter how much you achieve. Think about it. Every successful person you admire has one thing in common: they never stopped learning. They didn't rest on their laurels or get complacent. They kept pushing themselves, acquiring new skills, and adapting to a constantly changing world. Learning is the ultimate investment in yourself. It's a gift that keeps giving, opening doors you didn't even know existed. When you commit to lifelong learning, you're saying, I believe in my potential. I believe I can always be better. That belief is powerful. The beauty of learning is that it has no expiration date. It's never too late to start, and it's never too early to dive deeper. Whether you're learning a new language, mastering a skill, or understanding yourself better, every step you take enriches your life. Lifelong learning also requires resilience. There will be moments when you feel stuck, when the lessons are hard, or when progress seems slow. But those are the moments that matter most. Growth doesn't happen in comfort, it happens in the struggle. Embracing lifelong learning means being open to failure, because failure isn't the end, it's the beginning of understanding. Every time you fall, you learn something valuable about yourself, about the world, and about what it takes to succeed. In a world that's constantly evolving, staying stagnant is not an option. Technology changes, industries shift, and the demands of life grow more complex. By committing to lifelong learning, you equip yourself to not just survive these changes, but to thrive in them. But let's take it a step further. Learning isn't just about personal growth, it's about giving back. The more you learn, the more you have to share. Your knowledge, your insights, your experiences, they have the power to uplift others, to inspire them to embark on their own journey of growth. Think of your mind as a garden. If you don't nurture it, weeds of complacency and doubt will take over. But when you water it with curiosity and effort, it blooms with ideas, creativity, and wisdom. Lifelong learning is how you cultivate that garden. It's also about unlearning. Sometimes growth requires letting go of old beliefs, habits, or ways of thinking that no longer serve you. Unlearning is just as important as learning. It clears space for new, transformative ideas to take root. When you commit to lifelong learning, you develop a mindset of adaptability. You become someone who isn't afraid of change, but embraces it as an opportunity to grow. You learn to pivot, to innovate, and to keep moving forward no matter what life throws your way. Because at the heart of lifelong learning is the simple truth: you are limitless. Your potential has no ceiling, and every step you take toward learning brings you closer to the person you're meant to be. The journey never ends, and that's the beauty of take ownership of your life. Taking ownership of your life means stepping into your power and accepting full responsibility for everything you are and everything you will become. It's not about blaming others or pointing fingers, it's about recognizing that you hold the reins. You are the author of your story. Too often we fall into the trap of waiting for someone to save us, to guide us, or to open doors for us. But here's the truth: no one is coming to save you. And that's not a bad thing. It's empowering because it means you have the ability to create the life you want. When you take ownership, you stop making excuses. You stop saying, I can't do this because of them, or I failed because of that. Instead, you say, this is my life and I'm in control. Ownership is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. Taking ownership doesn't mean everything will be easy. It means accepting the hard truths and choosing to work through them. It means holding yourself accountable even when it's uncomfortable. Growth doesn't come from avoiding responsibility, it comes from embracing it. One of the hardest parts of ownership is letting go of the victim mindset. Yes, life can be unfair. Yes, people can hurt you. But if you spend all your energy dwelling on what went wrong, you'll miss the chance to make things right. Ownership is about reclaiming your power. And think of life as a game. You're the player, and you're also the coach. You decide the plays, the strategies, and the mindset you bring to the field. When you take ownership, you stop playing small, you stop waiting for permission to shine. Taking ownership also means setting boundaries. It's about saying no to what doesn't align with your goals and yes to what does. It's about valuing your time, your energy, and your vision. You have the right to protect your dreams from distractions. When you own your life, you stop looking for external validation. You realize that the only approval you need is your own. You become the CEO of your destiny, making decisions that serve your purpose, not someone else's expectations. Ownership is about self-awareness. It's about looking in the mirror and asking, am I living the life I want? Am I making choices that reflect my values? And if the answer is no, it's about having the courage to change course. Taking ownership doesn't mean you have to do it all alone. It's okay to seek help, to learn from others, and to lean on your support system. But even then, you're the one making the decision to grow, to learn, and to rise. Ownership requires discipline. It's about showing up every day, even when you don't feel like it. It's about putting in the work, staying consistent, and keeping your promises to yourself. Discipline is the foundation of success. When you own your life, you become unstoppable. Challenges become opportunities, failures become lessons, and setbacks become comebacks. You realize that no matter what happens, you have the power to pivot, to adapt, and to keep moving forward. Taking ownership also means celebrating your wins. Big or small, every step you take toward your goals is worth acknowledging. Ownership isn't just about hard work, it's about gratitude and pride in how far you've come. And let's not forget, ownership is freedom. When you take responsibility for your life, you free yourself from the chains of blame, regret, and doubt. You create a life that's uniquely yours, one that reflects your dreams and your potential. Because at the end of the day, taking ownership is the ultimate act of self-love. It's saying, I believe in myself enough to take control of my destiny. And when you do that, there's nothing you can't achieve. Believe in your dreams. Dreams are the language of your soul. They are not random thoughts or fleeting ideas. They are the whispers of who you're meant to become. Believing in your dreams is not just about achieving them, it's about honoring the deepest parts of yourself. But let's be honest, believing in your dreams is not always easy. The world has a way of trying to convince you that they're too big, too unrealistic, or too far out of reach. Doubts creep in, often fueled by the voices of others and sometimes even by your own. Here's the truth: no one will believe in your dreams the way you do. And that's okay. Your dreams don't need to make sense to anyone else because they weren't given to them, they were given to you. They are yours to protect, to nurture, and to bring to life. Belief is the foundation of every great achievement. It's the quiet assurance that even when the road gets tough, even when you can't see the finish line, your dreams are worth the fight. Because let's face it, dreams don't come with guarantees. What they come with is the promise of growth, transformation, and purpose. Believing in your dreams means silencing the noise around you. It's about shutting out the negativity, the naysayers, and the distractions. It's about tuning into that inner voice that says, this is possible, I am capable. That voice is your compass, listen to it. When you believe in your dreams, you stop waiting for the perfect moment. You stop waiting for the stars to align or for someone to give you permission. You start creating opportunities instead of waiting for them, because belief without action is just a wish. Let's talk about the fear of failure. It's one of the biggest reasons people abandon their dreams. But here's the thing: failure is not the opposite of success, it's a stepping stone toward it. Every time you fall, you're learning, growing, and getting closer to your goal. Believing in your dreams also means embracing the journey. It's not just about the destination, it's about who you become along the way. The struggles, the setbacks, the triumphs, they shape you, strengthen you, and prepare you for the success that lies ahead. Your dreams are not just about you, they have the power to inspire others. When you pursue them with passion and determination, you show others what's possible. You become a living example of courage, resilience, and vision. But let's not sugarcoat it: believing in your dreams requires grit. There will be moments of doubt, frustration, and even heartbreak. You'll question whether it's all worth it. And in those moments, you have to dig deep and remember why you started in the first place. Your dreams are like seeds. They need to be watered with belief, nourished with effort, and protected from the weeds of doubt. It takes time, patience, and persistence, but eventually they will bloom into something extraordinary. Belief is a choice. Every day you have the choice to believe in yourself and your dreams, or to let fear and doubt take over. Choose belief. Choose to see the possibilities instead of the obstacles. Choose to trust in your ability to create something amazing. When you believe in your dreams, you give yourself permission to imagine a bigger, brighter future. You stop limiting yourself with what ifs and start embracing the why nots. You open the door to endless possibilities. And let's be clear, believing in your dreams doesn't mean you have to do it all at once. Take it one step at a time, one decision at a time. Every small action you take toward your dreams brings you closer to making them a reality. Because in the end, your dreams are worth it. They are worth the effort, the sacrifices, and the risks. They are the essence of who you are and the blueprint for who you're meant to become. So believe in them, fight for them, and never let them go. Embrace the journey to your best self. Becoming your best self is not a destination, it's a journey, a continuous evolution shaped by your choices, your courage, and your commitment to growth. It's about embracing authenticity as your superpower, knowing that your unique essence is what sets you apart. It's about transforming fear into fuel, daring to move forward even when the road is uncertain. It's the dedication to lifelong learning that keeps you evolving, open to new ideas, and ready to adapt to life's changes. It's about taking ownership of your life with unwavering accountability, refusing to let circumstances or opinions define you. Most importantly, it's about believing in your dreams with unshakable conviction, knowing they are the blueprint for the greatness you're destined to achieve. This journey is not without challenges. You'll face doubts, setbacks, and moments where giving up feels easier. But remember, each challenge is a stepping stone, each failure a lesson, and each small victory a reminder of your resilience. Your best self is not a perfect version of you. It's the authentic, fearless, learning, accountable, and dream-chasing person who refuses to settle. It's the you who dares to rise above limitations and dares to shine unapologetically. The power to transform lies within you. The world may try to dim your light, but it's up to you to let it shine. Step into your power. Embrace your journey. And most importantly, trust that you are capable of becoming everything you've ever dreamed of and more. Now go, take the first step, the next step, and every step after that with confidence and grace. You were meant for greatness. Believe it, live it, and never stop reaching for it.